Hello everyone! In this week's video, I'll be answering your questions. Before we start, I want to say thank you so much for 600,000 subscribers. This channel hit this milestone earlier this month and it's very exciting. Thank you all so much for being a part of my channel. To express my appreciation, I'm going to do a digital giveaway. I'm giving away digital versions of my books I Want to Be a Magical Girl and the Autumn Festival, along with some other digital art goodies. If you're interested in entering this giveaway, there's more info in the description. Anyways, let's start answering some questions. Also, so you have something to watch while I answer questions, I decided to draw an illustration of my OC Doris. What is your real name? My name is Rebecca. It is spelled R-E-B-E-K-A-H. Many people spell it R-E-B-E-C-C-A. Also, I saw many people asking how old I am, and I am 25. Are you the scriptwriter and the illustrator for your webcomic My Next Door Neighbors? Yep, I do everything myself, all of the writing, planning, storyboarding, inking, coloring. I'm a one-person team. I do sometimes consider hiring help, but I'm not very good at delegating work. I kind of like to be in control, and I have a hard time trusting people with work. Can I make art for you, please? Of course, I always love seeing fan art. If any of you ever want to draw me or my characters, feel free to do so. In your webcomic, who is the easiest person to draw and who is the hardest person to draw in the series? I would say the easiest is Doris and the hardest is Chase. Chase's hair confuses me sometimes, or I just have a hard time drawing it for some reason. I'm not totally sure why. Like everyone else's hair doesn't give me much trouble, but for some reason Chase's hair always kinda does. Do you stan any other K-pop groups other than BTS? I really like to listen to 17 and TXT. TXT released an album recently and 17 released a mini album, so I'm a happy camper right now. Have you ever gotten bullied? If yes, tell us the story of it. I was homeschooled, so that really limited people being able to bully me because I was at home. I do remember one time when I was about 8, I went to the public school for testing. Some of the kids would tease me, play pranks on me, or call me stupid because I was homeschooled. Also, I don't totally know if they did it on purpose, but after recess we were all heading back inside, and as everyone was running to go inside, I got shoved super hard in the back and fell flat on my face. I remember just kind of lying on the ground, and 2 kids that were nice to me came up and helped me get back up. I was very thankful for them because they would help me know what's going on, and they were really nice. So not everyone was mean to me, thankfully. What is your favorite candy? Right now, I think it's Reese's Take 5. They're really good. I love the mixture of the peanut butter and the pretzel and the chocolate, and it's really yummy. Will you do collabs with other people in the future? I'm not sure. I'm always too chicken to ask anyone if they want to collab with me. Like, I can think of a few I want to collab with, but I'm always like, I don't know if they want to collab with me, or maybe they're too busy. So yeah. If I ever work up the courage to ask someone, or if someone asks me to do a collab, I probably would. I don't know if this was already answered in a video, but what was your favorite Legend of Zelda game? I don't know if I have answered this one. Ocarina of Time will always have the most nostalgia for me because I played it a ton as a kid with my brother, and I also played it a lot with my uncle. So it will always have a lot of fond memories for me. I also really love Wind Waker. I don't know, I always just really enjoyed sailing across the ocean, and the art style is really cute. I especially love Wind Waker HD because they made a lot of good improvements to the game, and the art is really pretty. And of course, I love Breath of the Wild very much. I'm super duper hyped for Breath of the Wild too. I'm so excited. I got super hyped when they released the new trailer. Do your siblings read your webcomic? Is one of your characters inspired by your siblings? Yeah, some of them do read it. I actually often read it to them. They say they like my bad voice acting. I kind of imitate what I think the characters sound like as I read it to them, and they find it amusing. As far as if any of my characters are inspired by my siblings, I don't really think any of them really are. I never really thought about including my siblings' characteristics in any of my characters, but it may have happened without me noticing. So yeah. Have you ever tried to create a fantasy world with your own species before? Yes, I have. I actually have one that is filled with a bunch of elf or fairy-like creatures that grow plants. The creatures change in appearance depending on what they grow. Like, the creatures that grow flowers are very elf-like, whereas creatures that maybe grow trees are much bigger, and I haven't totally figured out their design, but they're much bigger because they need to produce bigger seeds. And maybe like the grass growing creatures are super duper tiny, and there's like a bunch of them. The two characters I have for that universe so far are Pariah and Carson. I created them both when I was about 18 or so. They have really changed over the years, especially their designs and their personalities. They're almost completely different characters. Comfort song? That's a hard one. I don't know if it counts, but I always find the Breath of the Wild soundtrack to be very comforting. Is that weird? Like, whenever I just want to chill out and relax, I'll turn on the Breath of the Wild soundtrack and just kind of be transported to Hyrule. I also like to listen to worship music. Some of my recent favorites are Reckless Love, Waymaker, and Rescue by Lauren Daigle. I don't know if that's how you say her name. Have you ever played Minecraft? Yes, I've played tons of Minecraft. I love Minecraft a lot. My sister actually got a Realms account recently, and she made a family server for all of my siblings to play on, and I've been playing on it with them. We have a lot of fun, and we all have our own little houses. So yeah. I quite like the new update that came out. I haven't gotten to play it at all yet, but it looks really neat. Would you rather eat ice cream or cake? I would say ice cream. I'm pretty much always in the mood for ice cream. What's your favorite Genshin Impact character, except Zhongli? I really like Diluc and Kaya. They are both on my team, and I like them. They're cool. I got to meet Albedo recently, and he's really cool. I like his design and personality. I kind of want him on my team, but I don't think I'll get him anytime soon. Oh, also, I haven't gotten to meet him in the game yet, but Dansleaf looks super neat. Also, Yanfei is super cute. I got to meet her recently, and I unlocked the Serenity Pot, which is a lot of fun to play around in. But yeah, Yanfei is super cute. I like her personality, and she's fun. I also like Barbara. However, she is currently stuck at level 40 for me because I can't beat the dumb Ocean Knight boss. I keep trying to beat it, but it just keeps killing me, even though I have a higher level than I need. And so yeah. The rest of my team is level 60, and Barbara's stuck at level 40. Also, many people were asking if I got Zhongli, and I did not get him. I was kind of sad. I am patiently waiting for him to come back again, and I am saving all my gems for him whenever he comes back. Although he probably won't come back anytime soon. What are your main brushes in Clip Studio Paint for paintings? For digital paintings, I mostly use the thin gouache brush, airbrush, and blending tool. Do you read any non-manga books? If so, which ones? I read Space Boy. It is a comic book. And I've also started reading the IDW Sonic comics. I listen to audiobooks sometimes. I haven't listened to any recently. Oh, and my Bible. I also read that. Who are some of your favorite artists, be it on YouTube, Insta, or in real life? Some of my favorite YouTube artists to watch are Drawing with Waffles, Art a la Carte, Rin Spirit Art, Arlie Bean, Gel Arts, Minori, Sam Does Art, Banana Jamana, Mariah Elizabeth. Yeah, I watch a lot of art YouTubers. I also love a lot of different Instagram artists and mangakas, but I feel like we would be here for a long time if I listed all of them. This may be a weird question, but have you ever wished you didn't have so many siblings, like when you were younger? I've always loved having a lot of siblings, and I would always be excited when my mom would have another baby. My siblings and I will sometimes talk about how weird it would be if my mom and dad stopped having kids after having like 2 or 3. Things would be really different and very quiet. But having a lot of siblings is fun to me. You always have someone to talk to or tell something to. It can be kind of noisy, and they do fight a lot. But I love having a lot of siblings. Do you have any tips for completing projects, especially long ones like novels, mangas, or webtoons? Yeah, finishing long projects is not easy. I would say it really helps to set small goals for yourself and focus on completing those smaller goals. If you focus on all the work you'll need to do to complete the big project, it can be really overwhelming, so breaking it down into smaller, more manageable projects makes things a lot easier. Are there any new anime you've started recently? I've been watching the anime Link Click. It's actually a Chinese anime, and I've never watched an anime in Chinese before. It kind of revolves around time travel. I don't usually like time travel shows or movies. I don't know, I just never really get into them. But this one is very interesting, and the concept of how they travel through pictures to go through time is kind of fascinating to me. I'm enjoying it so far. I really like the animation style, it's really pretty. Do you remember your first video game franchise that you really enjoyed when you were younger? Yes, I do. The first video game I have memories of playing is Super Mario Bros. For the SNES when I was about probably like 3 years old. I loved that game a lot and played it a ton. I really liked getting Yoshi, and I also really liked getting the cape. What was your first kiss story? It does not exist because I've never been kissed. Most relatable OC from my next door neighbors? That's kind of a tricky one to answer. I guess the most obvious choice is Doris because we're both shy. But all of the characters kind of have a part of me included in them. Like Annabelle strives to be responsible and dependable. Chase isn't always honest about how he feels, especially when it comes to negative emotions. Brayson kind of keeps people at an arm's length and relationships kind of scare him. Emmett has a hard time learning and he often felt dumb when he was younger. So yeah, all of the characters kind of include a bit of myself in them. Except for Zeke. Zeke does not take after me at all. Will the Autumn Festival ever be continued? I found it interesting, and I would really like to know about Tokume's mask mystery someday. If you don't know, last November I released a short light novel called The Autumn Festival. It stars my characters Tokume and Koyuki. It was my first ever light novel, and I had a lot of fun making it. I do hope to continue it. I'm currently brainstorming ideas for the second book. The only thing I know for sure is that it will most likely be called the Winter Festival. So yeah, I'm trying to write that a little bit. Also, thank you so much to everyone that has bought the book. It means so much to me. If you're interested in getting it, I sell the book on Amazon. You like jazz? Okay, so my sister and I say this quote to each other really often. Like, we will just be sitting in total silence next to each other, and then one of us will randomly say, "You like jazz?" So I thought it'd be funny to include this one. Yeah, it's cool. Jazz is cool. What is your favorite memory you have of your siblings? I have a lot of good memories with my siblings, and I have different memories with each sibling, so I don't know if I can narrow it down to one favorite memory. But a time I always have really fond memories of is when I was in my mid-teens and my siblings and I would all play Wii Party together. We would have so much fun together. We had all these weird inside jokes and it was always a good time. Now I really want to play Wii Party. I'm really looking forward to the new Mario Party for Switch. I want to play that with all of my siblings. Other than YouTube, what drives you to work harder and put more energy and effort into your art? What drives your passion to learn more about everything there is to know about art? I guess there is just a part of me that wants to learn more and experiment with art because I find it fun. I think it's really fun learning new things and testing out new supplies and learning about new brushes. And I guess there's just a part of me that wants to keep getting better and improving. But what also motivates me is all of you. I know you're kind of all a part of YouTube, so I don't know if I can say all of you, but you all encourage me and motivate me. I will forever be grateful for all of the love and support you have given me. It's crazy how much this channel has grown, and along with it, I have also grown. So thank you all so much for being a part of my life. So those are all the questions for this video. I'm sorry I couldn't answer everyone's questions. There were like over 1,000 questions. So I had to narrow it down a lot. But I hope you enjoyed this video and also this little illustration of Doris. I had fun drawing her happy. My webcomic has been fairly dramatic recently, and I don't get to draw a super happy Doris a lot. So I had fun drawing a happy Doris. Also, I want to say a special thank you to my lovely patrons over on Patreon for helping support my channel and my work. I am also super thankful for all of you. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next week. Bye!